Oh,
Very up since 4.
been there, done that. Got a T-shirt. It's
My
one of the
partner's
things.
away. My partner's away, and I just can't sleep when she's not here. It's difficult.
Yeah. Right.
Just shows you how much you miss them when they're not here.
True.
And how often you wish they were away when they are. Yeah. Oh dear, man.
All right. Okay. Just one final adjustment. Hopefully. And how are we doing now? That's better. Right. Okay. Good morning. It's Thursday. It's 10 o'clock. It's episode 45 of Blabbing for Britain. Morning, John.
Good morning, Steve.
And good morning, Peter.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's good. Yeah. Speaking of which, Ask Angelica has got her own forum on Facebook. If you've got any questions on German at all, the German language, then search for Ask Angelica. Join the forum. It's very active. People are learning at their own pace.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, it's been sort of difficult this week because we were told on Tuesday by Fire Talk that they were changing their free offering, and basically we could only broadcast for 10 minutes a day, and only 10 people could watch, and that was in a blog and went out. And exactly. That was in a blog and went out. Now, of course, people had shows scheduled yesterday. So I put out a video post saying what the options were. And the options were Blue Jeans and Smile Time and Huzza. Then mid-afternoon, I got an email because I wrote to Fire Talk and said, thank you for everything you've done for us in the last 4 months. But I mean, we've moved beyond 10 minutes and 10 people, and there's a free offering. It's unworkable to do a show. And they got back to me late yesterday afternoon and said, right, okay, thank you. Your show is a good show. You can do everything you were doing before and just carry on as if nothing had happened. So here we are, Blabbing for Britain on Fire Talk, week 45. And we're waiting
30 days, is it, or is that
well it's until we find a new home. I've got a feeling that it might take us a while to find a new home. How's that? Because I mean, this works so well. I mean, it is such a good platform.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out what the paid offerings are going to cost. I just like some of the attractions of what I've seen you've been doing over the past few weeks, which I know I have joined in once, but not as often as I would like. Of actually being able to get multiple people broadcasting on Facebook, because I think that's where the real audience is.
Yeah. And we're going to find out how that works in about 25 minutes as we three platforms go over to Blue Jeans, and we'll talk about everything we've talked about in the first half hour. Obviously, that's probably the easiest way to do it. But it is exciting, and we say good morning, Tish. Tish, would you like to come on camera? If you do want to come on camera, morning, Kelvin. If you do want to come on camera, Tish, then just say and good morning, also auch.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, what's going on at the moment in the UK? We're still in sort of holiday season, aren't we, as far as Parliament's concerned? Although we must mention
Mr. Corbyn,
61.9% of the vote.
And Jess Phillips, our wonderful Labour MP for Yardley, Birmingham, still decries him and runs him into the ground.
Well, they gave control of the party over to the members, and having done that, they have to listen to the members, don't they, Peter?
Well, be careful for what you wish for. I've been watching the television about it, and there's certain areas, right? And it's the immigration areas that are getting people flooded to it. They were saying on the television, well, don't expect the Labour MP to be staying in here then, with the open borders type thing. And and there's no hiding from it. It's the biggest underlying issue there. And if he says open borders, you will see the Labour MPs in that area, and you'll see the rise of UKIP. That's what I reckon.
I agree that might be a possibility.
I think there's no doubt that these borders actually was what drove the Brexit exit vote. And I think people were misled to believe that we could get rid of open borders. But I think if we want free trade, we ain't going to get rid of open borders, like it or not.
That I agree with too, because I mean, if we got preferential terms with the EU once we've left, then everybody else would want them. Simple. So
well, we'll just have to wait and see. The proof will be in the pudding.
True. People talk about this being post-Brexit. We haven't Brexited yet, so
no, I know. We haven't even pressed the button to start.
But can you blame them? Listen, if I was a Prime Minister and I didn't want Brexit, and all of a sudden it's been thrown in me, there is no way would I push that button until I felt it was right, and I would have a secret meeting with the Germans and say, do you realise you're going to have a problem getting your cars here? You really need to sit down and we need to talk and make sure it's nice and smooth before I press that button. Or you might not see German cars anymore in Britain because we wouldn't be able to afford them.
Anything's possible. Mr. Sarkozy, who's running for the next French presidency, has said that he would allow us to just forget it all and just stay in the EU.
Best thing I've heard all week.
Being the easy option. So if he becomes French president, then interesting things ahead. Although obviously there are people standing in his way, not the least of whom is Marine Le Pen.
Do you think all the president says they're going to get that camp and they're going to knock it down and they're going to get everybody out of there?
Where are we going to put them?
Do you think that we should take some of those people in who have come into borders where they shouldn't have come in, economic migrant? Do you think we should take them?
Yeah, I think we should have our share.
A share.
Oh, no, they're back. I have a wonderful shower advert on the left-hand side of my screen.
You've been hacked.
I haven't been hacked. It's part of Fire Talk.
Yeah, it is. Fire Talk are trialing adverts. I saw my first one last night.
If anybody wonders what the pained expression is, I'm actually trying to open some chocolate milk, and the bloody tap won't come out.
Right. But do you know what I think we should seriously talk about? You know, I'm going to be doing more little talking show in the future.
Yeah.
I ain't even looking at it yet until we get a stable platform. A platform is going to fit all uses, and it's going to probably have to be a paid platform, and you're going to have to settle down and say, this is a platform that I'm going to use. The problem you've got, and that's why I know how many people here today? 4 by the looks of it. The problem we've got in this is we are dealing with things that over 99% of our nation, the UK, never heard of these things before. That's the problem we've got. And Facebook is good. I mean, I was speaking to a speaker in your area this morning, John, in his car, ready to do work. Facebook Live. It's just a shame it's not multi-screened because Facebook Live will take over.
But what we're going to do is multi-screen Facebook Live at 9:30 today, Peter.
Right. Yes, but it's not through Facebook Direct, is it?
No, but it doesn't make that much difference.
What if Blue Jeans all of a sudden go, pull the plug?
We know that Blue Jeans after the 30-day trial will cost money. We know that.
Yeah, we know.
We just want to see how it works and test it for a few weeks, and then maybe we have to put some money in out of our pockets and moving forward.
How long has Blue Jeans been trading?
Right.
Do you want to tackle this one, Stephen?
Right. Okay. Blue Jeans are an international company with blue chip clients, and they have a corporate broadcasting system. which is up to 100 people on screen, or 9 physically on the screen, 91 in the wings, capable of broadcasting to thousands of people. And it's used by corporate networks to run seminars, meetings, shows, what have you. And that's been going for 15 months. And so they're in the corporate world, they're established in the corporate world, they've got blue chip customers.
Right.
So they've got a proven product. So then they said to themselves, what about social? Yeah. So they took a proven product and they then added the Facebook Live integration. Yeah. Now they're coming from the corporate world. And the discussion took place on Jonathan Tripp's show yesterday because he arrived there and found he couldn't go to Facebook Live because he'd not got his wings. They're coming and saying to everybody who wants to try the Blue Jeans platform, you've got to take training because it's not like flying a plane, but it is more complicated than other systems. And it's best to have 30 minutes to an hour's training, hands-on, with one of their staff. So they're making an investment in time. I mean, the thing is, they don't know who we are. They don't know us from Adam. And we're coming onto their platform and, they want us to have the best experience. And the best way to do that is train us how to use it. So they go through all the options. Yeah. And Cindy spent an hour and a half last week with myself and several other people and went through it from top to bottom. So they're coming from the corporate world. And as with all things, if they succeed, they'll stay. If they don't, as you said, they will roll up the carpet and move on.
I used to use video conferencing when the internet was terrible, and I actually paid for up to 10 people with Skype.
Yeah.
But nobody would use it.
I remember those days.
Problem, And whoever gets it right, as I say, I'm coming down to Birmingham in November, and I keep saying to my industry, why don't you stream some of what we're doing? Ooh, what's that all about?
Yeah.
And I guarantee when I get the right system and it's easy, I will have a live stream coming from our industry for our industry one day.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, and as you say, it's reliable technology, and I think, well, hopefully, you'll be pleasantly surprised by the Blue Jeans platform. I think we can. Yeah?
I've only used it the once, Peter, but I can tell you, it is very professional looking. There are things like counters, all sorts of things that tell you what's going on that we don't see in our traditional marketplace. Right. It is a much, much more professional product.
Yeah.
And as Stephen said, it's big boys down as opposed to people like Blab who started and tried to climb up.
Yeah. I mean, when you speak about this one we're on, Pal Talk, which is owned by this, has been going for years. But they've also got commercial video conferencing as well.
Yeah.
As well as that. So they've been in that market a long time.
Yeah, the real thing that is paying me off is not just the 10 minutes, but every time you see me shift to the right, it means another advert has popped up and covered half of my screen.
Have you seen Advert Peter yet?
No, not yet.
But he's on mobile. They don't show on mobile.
Oh, right. You go.
Yeah, there's always a way around it.
iPad.
Is the advert targeted, John?
Well, so far I've had a lady delivering Amazon parcels, someone in a Myra shower, and I didn't work out what the other one was.
Okay. All right.
The Amazon parcels one was actually quite impressive. They are all very, very professional videos that pop up.
Right. Okay.
They're not static things are there. They are like 25, 30-second long pro videos.
Right. Okay.
So long term, it's a problem. And for instance, John, if you're writing your book, I don't know, you've been mentioning things like Blab and everything. They're gone now.
Tell me about it. I've been tinkering for weeks. And when Fire Talk on Tuesday went onto their free offer, I thought, oh, dear me. No, I've got to be upfront here. I'm a happier man today because on Monday I sent the book to Fraser Hay, and my bit's done. I've done my bit on the book. I've managed to include Blue Jeans, so it's as up to date as it could be. and I've mentioned Blab because that's where we all met, but I haven't mentioned it in the active tense. I've mentioned it as having been rather than being. And I mentioned Fight Talk and Huzzah and Blue Jeans and Crowdcast and Mimi.tv as well. So I'm happy that Fraser is handling the book, and he's going to publish it, and all will be well. And hopefully
it's just a good job that it wasn't a paper book. Otherwise, you'd have been having loads of shredding episodes to create stuff to stick in your chicken's house.
So the likes of stuff like GoToMeeting, didn't they have screens as well?
GoToMeeting is a webinar product rather than a broadcasting product.
Okay.
So you really only ever see one person.
Okay.
Right. Sorry, John.
They can share their screen though. Yeah. In fact, you can go to the GoTo product, GoToWebinar meeting type product. You really only ever see one person. It's more of a talk to you than an interaction type job.
We have a question. We're an interactive show, and we've got a question from Kelvin, which says, "Do you pay for Fight Talk now?" No. Basically, I know we've been going 17 minutes, which obviously means that something's happened. No, what happened late yesterday afternoon is as soon as Fight Talk announced that they were going 10 minutes, 10 people, I wrote to them and said, "Thank you for everything you've done for us for free for the last 4 months. But 10 minutes for 10 people is unworkable." And I got a reply late yesterday afternoon saying, "We'd like to make you an offer. And that offer is you've got 30 days of the service restored." So we've got everything that we had on Monday is back as it was. And it made that offer to Leland and to Patricia and to Krishna. So people who are putting on regular shows should have got an offer. If you haven't, Kelvin, then what you need to do is to go to Zendesk, the support for Fight Talk at Zendesk. Thank you, and tell them about the shows that you and you've been doing on here, and they may well extend the same offer to you. But it does mean that they realise that they have a community. What they did was a misstep. It was just totally unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the second misstep, because yet again I've got another app now, and now I've got that stupid little electricity bill thing, the red thing that wobbles around. Lecky, is he, or somebody like that?
No, well, it's obviously how they're making their money just now then. Huh?
And it's all being served by ad choices.
All right.
But this is AOL's ad choices, not the more popular Google ad choices.
Now, you say we're changing to Blue Jeans in this just now?
We're going to 10:30, yeah.
Because I don't have Blue Jeans yet.
You can do it in the browser.
It runs from your browser, Peter, just like you're doing now.
Okay. Chrome browser, yeah, it should be fine.
So if I just go on, you put a link and I'll click on it.
Yeah, I'll copy the link. Yeah, I'll copy the link to you. Yeah. Just a minute. Right. Yeah, I'll put the link in.
Right. So,
yeah.
But
no problem.
No need to push it just now then.
Oh no. We've got another 10 minutes. Basically what we're going to do is close down here and then open up on Blue Jeans.
Just send it in Messenger or something.
Yeah, it's like the links in the Messenger chat. If you scroll, I'm going to sorry?
It isn't in the live chat.
Yeah, I prefer it in the Messenger chat, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, it's in there. I'm going to copy and paste it to the bottom
Facebook
of the...
Messenger, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you posted it in the chat here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find it. Right, okay, I'm going to copy it from there. Just a second.
I've put it in the live chat on the right-hand side, if anybody wants it.
Yeah. Okay, but there are two links. Because talking of blue jeans, as we'll find out when we go there, we can have 10 moderators. And the link I'm posting in Facebook Messenger now is the moderator link, Peter. So you just need to press that when we come out of here. So that's on Facebook Messenger.
Right.
What's going on? I can now, we've been updated. I can now see on the top right-hand corner of your screens an X.
Yeah.
And I can just press it, but I'm not going to. I mean, that would be foolish. Right. Okay. Now, the other thing that took place this week was the first ever, an event watched by 81 million people in the United States, was the first ever debate. Did you catch any of it at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I watched it. I watched it during the night and then fell asleep again. It's one as bad as the other, to be honest with you. It was all about kind of sniping at each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just rhetoric, both of them. And one of them's going to win. And other people are not going to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have changed any minds. If you were pro-Clinton when you went in, you'd be pro-Clinton when you came out. When you pro Trump, you'd have been stay pro-Trump. Do you see it, John? Or any of the clips? Right, okay, understandable.
It's of zero interest. The only worry I have is having a clown called Clown in the as POTUS. Quite frightening, I think, if Trump was to win. I don't think she's fantastic either, but the concept of the madman Trump being in the White House is frightening.
Well, okay, let's come back to the UK then, and the Telegraph newspaper. The Telegraph newspaper set itself a mission, and the mission was to entrap as many football managers as they could. And they started at the top. And Sam Allardyce was offered 400 grand. And now he's no longer England manager.
And they caught the Bradford assistant manager in the same sting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these people earning millions, they're still after the extra buck.
They live in a different world from us. That's the point. They're in a completely different world, footballers, and I know some of them have come and worked their way up, but that's the way of life. There's probably more going to come out. Probably more coming out, and it's quite interesting.
I'm interested. Yeah. The temporary manager promotion.
Yes.
Because I think two things.
Yeah.
One, if he wins 3 or 4 matches, it's impossible to sack him.
Yeah. The
second one is there's no fee to pay to a club to take him.
No.
It's going to be pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's been around the England scene for years, hasn't he?
He used to be my friend's next door neighbour, funnily enough, when he played for the Villa. When he was fairly humble at the early stages of things. He lived in Colford.
Just shows you how much football really dominates Britain, you know?
Yeah.
Dominates Britain. And they get paid some crazy money. They're just race horses. That's all they are. They're race horses, they're bred to be fit as possible.
I can never understand how a footballer can earn more than the man that manages him. It's wrong to me. Yeah? How can a footballer earn £500,000 a week and the man that manages him only earns £2 million a year? Something wrong somewhere.
But it's Britain it's to blame because they pay the money and the fees to go to the football. It's actually took advantage of them as well because I've never been to a football match since I was 14, but I believe it's quite expensive to go to a football match. I've never been.
Okay.
I haven't been in donkey's years. Donkey's years being probably. Oh, actually, the last time I went was to see Coventry City, and that's got to be 18 years ago. And that's because the company I worked for 18, 19 years ago sponsored Coventry City.
Right.
And that's the only reason we went, was we took clients and sat them in the director's box and then went into a viewing box or whatever for food afterwards or beforehand. I don't know.
Corporate hospitality.
I'll tell you what I've been watching this morning on the Victoria Derbyshire Hill. Police cameras. Police wearing their cameras.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Police cameras. Quite interesting, because I got involved in an altercation with a policeman once and he didn't know the law on it. And he tried to get my name, etc., but I wouldn't give him it because I hadn't committed an offence. And once I've got your name, that's you logged down. So we had a chat about that. And I told him I was going to video it to protect him and me. So that went on. But they're finding with the police cameras that assaults have went down by 50% to, like, the wardens, not the police, the community wardens, 50%. And when people see the camera and they see it, they change their attitude. However, there have been police got involved in something, the camera mysteriously goes off, then it came back on again. And period, the person said the policeman assaulted her.
But it's a bit like refusing to give a breath test, isn't it? That's the way it should be applied to policemen. If your camera gets turned off,
what do you mean by that? If they turn it off, you mean?
Yeah.
It's so they were talking about the rules of that, saying that once you switch it on, you can't switch it off until the altercation or whatever happening is over. And because I'll tell you what, I hate injustice, and I have been looking. There was a person here who's not liked in Britain by the establishment, and a camera saved him because the policeman said he assaulted him. And when you look at the camera, it proved he didn't assault him. That was quite interesting.
Yeah.
You know? And so I hate that happening to people getting framed. I hate that happening. So a camera is a good thing. I think they should be switched on and recording all day and go back and get another battery just to make sure everybody's okay and there's no jiggery-pockery being done.
Now, well, the days of well, there aren't enough memory available to record all day are long gone.
Are there? So
yeah, because these little tiny cards, still got one handy, are now available in 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Incredible.
They're not cheap to buy, but they're available in 1 terabyte on that tiny.
Right. What's the longest camera with that?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Right. Okay. On that note, we're approaching 10:30, so we now need to go to Blue Jeans. The link's in Messenger. We say thank you to everybody who's been watching here, and hopefully
we'll all appear in Blue Jeans.
Okay. See you all soon. Take care. Right. So see you, Claire.